United USA 2020 and beyond. Food for thought. What is going on in Texas? We got millions of people without power, people even losing sewer and water. It said in Houston area there's 1.3 million without power. Total in the state of Texas about 2 million or more. I heard one report saying there was even 3 million without power. As rolling blackouts continue, we'll have to check that and keep our ears on it. This is what I wanted to talk about. The jet stream is weakening, but this is what it comes up at the top of Google search engine. It says client scientists have hypothesized that the jet stream will gradually weaken as a result of global warming. Trends such as the Arctic sea ice decline, reduced snow cover, evapotranspiration patterns. That's a mouthful. All right. Oh man, and other weather. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll be honest with you, that's the first time I've ever heard that word or read that word. Anyway, it says whatever, that other weather anomalies have caused the Arctic to heat up faster than other parts of the globe. Polar amplification, right? Okay. So anyway, we've talked about this scenario before. I made a video about it, talking about the polar vortex and this blast of cold air that's shooting down and getting to us also primarily because the jet stream has been weakening, so we're being affected by it more than we normally would. It says the polar vortex is a large area of low pressure and cold air surrounding both Earth poles. It always exists near the poles, but weakens in the summer and strengthens in the winter. The term vortex refers to the counterclockwise flow of air that helps to keep the colder air near the poles. Makes sense, right? Pretty self-explanatory. But the reason this is such an issue right now, whether you believe in climate change or global warming or whatever, obviously the climate seems to be changing, but then again, the science is still unclear. But even though they keep telling us it's clear, that's a debate for another time. Anyway, what I'm saying is this blast of cold air is reaching us because of this lack of the jet stream, regardless of its climate change or whatever, or it could be weather modification that also is doing it. It could be something to do with the electromagnetic field. There's a lot going on that's not being talked about in mainstream. So anyway, everything going on in Texas, you can see already under Biden, gas prices going up. You see what's going on. Keystone Pipeline. Obviously, this is not good business for America. We need this. This is high-paying union jobs. Definitely a lot of people being put out of work and being affected by this. It seems like Texas is being targeted at this timing. And I got to be honest with you, the timing is extremely ironic. Hey, well, what are you talking about? You talking about conspiracies here? What are we talking? Well, I don't know. Usually, a lot of things are conspiracies. But my theory is something weird is going on. It seems like they might want to make an example out of Texas. I can say that this could just be natural phenomenon, but it also could be weather modification associated with also a natural event. Could be the combination of both. But seeing that the jet stream is weakened and then this vortex at the last recent weeks, it's coincidental timing to say the least. Okay, now I also want to mention something right quick as well. Alvarado is a city in Texas that had frozen water pipes in their city. There's other cities besides them. I had a friend that witnessed to me, told me that yes, their shit is frozen and they're really struggling. They got no water. When you check actually the website and you check Google and you check their website, it says no, there's no problem. But if you need to call us about your water, sewer, or garbage service, you can call us at 817-301-4947. Okay, great. So they're basically saying, well, as far as rolling blackouts, there's also information, but they're not confirming any information there in that town. So I'm saying quite a few different things here. I'm talking about the weakening of the jet stream, also at the same time a polar vortex coming down, sweeping cold air down through Canada to the USA. Obviously, is it strange? Yes. Does it happen? Sure. It's not that unusual, but at the same time, there's a lot going on with Texas. Texas wants to sever itself from the federal government. They also got all these issues going on with oil, and then at the same time, they seem to be being affected the most. But it's not just them. I think there's like 12 or 13 states without power or having rolling blackouts right now. So obviously, it's getting pretty serious at the moment. Crazy stuff going on out here, man. So just to give y'all an example as far as what's going on in a recent update, Texas, there's 3.1 million people without power right now. Oregon, 219,000. Kentucky, 127,000. Louisiana, 87,000. West Virginia, 84,000. Okay, it's getting kind of crazy and a little bit weird. Now I just hear about, in the last hour, there was a tornado in, I believe it was North Carolina. Okay, do tornadoes happen in the winter? Sure. Extremely rare? Yes, absolutely. The article I checked said it was an hour or two ago. I checked it with AccuWeather. Actually, they reported it 8 hours ago, so pardon me. What a lot of people don't understand is that weather modification has been a factor for a long time. Now, am I saying that this is weather modification? No, I'm saying it looks very suspicious and it could possibly be. Okay, that's all I am saying. I'm just, you know, this still is America at the moment. I'm just simply stating my opinion and sharing information, but offering some additional viewpoints. High Frequency Active Aurora Research Program, abbreviated H.A.R.P. This is a picture of it right here. That's in Alaska. It says our goal is to provide research scientists, the general public, a new way to discover more about the Geophysical Institute's Ionosphere and Radio Science Laboratory in Kaukauna, Alaska. I saw a documentary. It was either on the it was either on Discovery Channel or I believe it was National Geographic. It was approximately 15 years ago. Maybe longer than that, between 15 and 20 years. But they admitted exactly what this is designed to do, which is to put a high frequency up into the upper atmosphere, direct that energy, and then redirect it at an angle down at a certain spot on the Earth. Now, that might have been a long time ago, but I remember that documentary, and they explained it very specific and said exactly what it can do. Now, when you research and you read online about what they do, it doesn't even mention that anymore. Just like the chemtrail program, which is also combined with geoengineering and weather modification. Definitely a cover-up, but absolutely a reality. So what I'm saying is it's absolutely very plausible and realistic to believe that weather modification could be being used right now. And I'm not saying that it's the H.A.R.P project in Alaska. There's about 10 of these worldwide. I believe the UK has got one. I'm sure maybe Spain, France, Italy, they might have one. As far as accounts recall from an article I read, India has one, China has one, Russia has one, North Korea has one. Also, Canada has one. Australia has one. I believe Brazil has one as well. Either Argentina, Brazil. There's at least 10 of them worldwide. So anyone could be weaponized. Our own government. It could be another country. It could be anybody. I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't have the crystal ball. I don't have all the answers. But what I am telling you is it seems like Texas is being targeted, and by a high-frequency output antenna like this that can modify weather, it's certainly possible. So I thank you all for listening. Get this out there. Like it, share it, you know. Give someone some food for thought, another perspective to think about, because something very strange happening here with everything involving Texas. Get it out there, okay? And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that bell notification. Thank you.